Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia.
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
Running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
training, doing new challenges,
evading security,
time trials,
massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology.
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
Completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques.
That's it!
Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect.
Alrighty then.
Yo.
Morning, people. We're live.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Live to
Hello.
10,000 people. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. David, did you have a good chat with the boys?
Yeah, you had to go. I mean, I think the main thing of mine was the iterative process of the building of the thing. In terms of like I want to. I still don't think everyone's playing the game enough. And that's like everyone. But then yeah, in terms of like iteration, is because we're quite a small team and there's not a lot of us. I think it's even more so important that as we build a section, we play it and we like, does this play well, and then we add detailing, and does this detailing play well, and then we add the rooftop is ironically it's not built all at once. I think it's more so built through stages of like almost in the same way you would actually build a rooftop. But I do Francesco do and then it's sure for largely we kind of got to that point, but Francesco raised a point, and I do think the the feedback and stuff is becoming a little convoluted, pedantic, in the sense of like we're just kind of going around in circles a bit, because well, I think partially it's difficult to have targeted feedback because we're trying to address a lot of areas all at once, which I think is partially the issue, because it's aside from addressing composition and style, we're addressing like styling, composition, gameplay, theme, all of these different areas all at once, which is what is making the conversations drag, because the meetings are taking just too much time. Like this is just too many meetings. But also, I mean, there's too many, but it's we need to make sure that we're on the right trajectory, which is the key element of it. But the feedback needs to be very targeted, which I think for that to happen needs to everything needs to be more staged in terms of both the iteration process, the playing process.
Yeah, no,
So
fair enough. I mean, I can clearly see that point. It's yeah, the moment is when we do those reviews, we just we just go over pretty much everything. In a way, is the right thing to do. In another way, yeah, it could be. The thing is, like if we have reviews for like modeling only, and then invariably that is always the case. We just say, oh yeah, but this is this is not finished yet because we need to wait for the materials. Like there are so many of those if and buts that you can't really. It's very hard to just let's just review how good this model is, right? Because it just connects to like 20 million pieces. Yeah,
yeah.
I can see that point, to be honest.
Yeah, no, but we've got to. I'm gonna write a message in the dev chat, because I think it's I'm looking at them above now. So I'll quickly write one. 2 seconds. So 40 seconds ago.
All right, so I mean, still work to do, but I'm much more happy now with this precision mechanism. Let me just change the key bindings, and then I'm gonna be happy there. Do we use the right shoulder for anything at the moment?
I'll use it for the stick without change. That is gonna change.
Okay.
So stick it on.
Should I use the right stick for the precision?
Oh,
Sorry,
I hate
the right
it.
shoulder for the precision.
I'd almost say move the stick to the face button top for now. Like it's not gonna go there, but move that and then use the right bumper for the precision. I hate that right stick precision, man.
Okay,
I just don't like I think I just don't like the toggle. I damn near don't ever think about toggle. That's the thing. Like something about toggles is not nice. It's
exactly. Yeah.
because I have to go out of it. Like whereas a hold, I just stop doing the thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Whereas when I have to toggle, it pisses me right off. But then on the flip side, you may want to just move around in the precision mode. I don't know.
No, but at the moment it's just it's just turning down, right? It's not a toggle. It's just if you're pressing down, then you are in the precision mode, right? Okay, so I'm moving on the right shoulder. Sorry, right shoulder, and then we move the stick somewhere else. Okay. I got quite key changes to the animations because I got quite a few changes. I'm gonna David, have you Are you checking in some changes in the animation database?
Oh, check.
It doesn't
Check
really
yours in.
matter because
Yeah, check yours in. Check yours in. Check yours in. I'll pull you. Yeah, check
yeah,
yours in.
like the first time that you run
Run it.
after
Yeah.
Mehmed, just run the
Run the DB. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
yeah
check yours in.
yeah run the human toolkit, and you should yeah, let me check actually. It should work. The first time they run the toolkit is always trying to reconcile any animation. The note. Let me check. Yeah, I think. Yeah, yeah, it does it. Yeah, yeah. Just make sure that the first time you run it, then it should be good. Okay, so this is. That is good. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm running on you in the office. Should be fine. I mean, it should run quite quickly, to be fair. I'm just setting it up now. I was not coming in. It's quite nice to actually not be in my house all day.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's quite cool. And I mean, do you know our stream here? The stream setup is crazy. It's like proper good. It's like
Yeah, I mean, let's do
10x
it.
better than what I've got. And then whenever I'm here, the guys can play.
Yeah, I
So
mean, if we
it's
stream
way more
with the
comfortable.
guys playing, that is a winner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit sloppy, but that's okay. All right.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, whatever is causing this thing, we got to fix. Uh,
Are you in the office right now?
yeah, I am. Yeah. Just this is Unreal just loading. I want to get it all set up and running here today. And then I'll do whatever else at whatever time. But yeah. Oh bloody hell, man. I don't even know. Yeah, I want to get this. Yeah, I really want to get us get the team working in the right trajectory again. Just think the art guy is going to be burnt out, but you know. Mm. Hmm. Anyway, let's fix this shit. Man. Oh, I'm in the wrong freaking branch. No. Right. All right.
All right, gonna have a big check-in coming. Uh,
Oh,
do you wanna review my changes?
yeah. So I
It's
think
quite tricky because it's all data, pretty much.
we. Sorry, just a minute. Ah.
Dave, you're up for code review?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, no, just give me 5 minutes and just finishing running this thing. I just want to check something. Okay, nice and deal. How does it run that? Actually runs pretty well, yeah. Runs very well, huh?
Mhm. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the changes are super easy.
Oh, fuck.
Um.
Alright,
Okay.
it's gonna take ages to try that launch. Okay, anyway. Um, Fuck's sake, you've done this ages ago. Ah, mother trucker. Anyway, yeah, okay. Uh,
I actually, yeah, I got. Okay, yeah. So this is also useful for the, yeah, to fix all of those behavioral
Okay.
balancing and shimmy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. I thought I checked in already, but no, I fixed it.
Oh, that's very nice. Alright, cool.
Um.
Yeah, do you wanna? Yeah, I can review now.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna share my screen here. Alright. So. Okay. So very small changes. The key ones are okay. This one is very important for us. I fixed a bug where it will crash if you try to delete an animation from the animation database.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen
Yeah, it's not that. So basically, before it was. I think this is stupid because Aria should do better. But basically, I use these delete assets that and I pass an array of assets to delete, right? And these are the classic, right, that we have, right, in our animation BP animation database. But some of them can be null, right? Some of them we don't need the montage. Some of them, we don't need the mirror. Like depends, right? Which one are we extracting from the tool? So whenever we had some null pointers here, I thought that Ariel would have been smart enough to say, yeah, it's a null pointer. I don't do anything, but no, it just crashed. So I created my array manually now. Okay, access to clear. Is this not null? Yeah, add, and then do the delete assets only on the one that are valid. So this one at least fixed the crash for me. And then so basically I remove all of the turn in place things because they weren't just working. So kill all the turning plates you see here is all the turning plates and replace with the precision. So you go into the precision by holding the right shoulder button or control on the keyboard. And what it does basically is just set the ball, let's say, is in precision mode or not. Before it was having like, okay, how much you strafe, how much this and that, and say, yeah, let's just go rid of all that. Go rid of the move velocity. We don't need anymore because now we got all the spring dampers. This was quite kind of a key changes. Now the turning plates, actually I need to rename this. So the turning plates will become precision, right? I forgot to rename the enums. So when you are in precision, I set the max speed as 150. So you are, I will make sure that we clamped at a very low speed. Basically, a decent walking would go up to, 180 ish. But a slow walk, like small steps, will go about 50. So this is well within the range, and we can probably take it a notch down. Remove this turning place madness. Actually, and the next iteration I'm gonna remove strafing because I don't think it's anywhere near good. So yeah, next thing is I'm gonna be strafing. So yeah. And I remove this. There is no more turning place thing. Yeah. So the way that is activated is okay. It checks if it is in precision mode or okay. And this is quite important. This is we can debate this. If you're in precision mode, no matter what, it sets this into the precision mode. I need to again rename this. But you can also go into precision mode if you are inputting, if you're walking very slowly, if you're moving the stick very slowly. Because what I found is it's something like a reflex, right? You always want to try to move the stick, not too much, to nudge the character a little bit. So I think because that is sort of like muscle memory, right? So I thought, right, either you press the right shoulder and say, right, you are in precision mode 100%, or if you try to nudge, right, the left stick for the movement, right? If you try to nudge it a little bit to move the character, you just you're basically entering the precision mode, and then you see it's very very subtle, but I think it works. Yeah, it works well. You probably won't even notice. But yeah, it's kind of effective. Yeah, just move the constructor to CPP because
I think that makes sense, to be fair. That makes a lot of sense, and I think
Yeah.
is realistically it's kind of how it should be, I guess. Because
Sorry.
no, I was saying like realistically, it's kind of how it should be. Like it makes the most sense.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm just
Yeah.
plugging a controller. One sec.
And then
Okay.
Are you back? Yeah, David, are you there? Oh, I can't hear you anymore.
I cannot hear you.
You can, Woody.
Yes. We
No,
lost
can you
David.
hear? Can you hear David?
No.
Okay. I think he swapped the controller and Discord wasn't happy. He switched with the controller microphone, probably.
All right. All right. Then. I'm gonna crack on with some of the changes I need now that it's everything's up and running. With this.
Ah, you're back
I
now.
really want to get if I can these calm down stuff sorted. Move on to the guys. So I shall mute myself and give you a shout anyway.
No, yeah, one sec. I need to finish my code review.
Oh, I can't hear anything. One sec.
Can you hear me? No, you're muted again, David.
Hello, can you say that again, dude?
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, I still can't hear you. Hold on.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Can you speak for me?
Okay, let's try now.
Oh, bloody hell.
No?
Hold on. What is going on here? Oh, there you go. Okay, there. I fixed it.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was saying. Then I finished the code review.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I couldn't even get off. It's because the thing changed to the controller, so I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah. 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 No. I'm almost finished. So basically, there was just one key changes that I wanted to mention here is that I remove all the stateful variables and members that I could find. So now, and every frame, it does the Monte Carlo trace, and then it says, right, it calculates the common parameters, which are how many traces goes up, how many traces go down, and all those things, right? And before it was saving that data into the class itself, so it was ready for the next frame, but that created a lot of side effects. So now I just say, right, just calculate every time, just forget about everything, calculate a new set of parameters. Well, calculate the set of parameters that are valid at this frame. And the scope is only this function. So after it goes out of this function, you don't have them anymore. So it cannot store data anymore. So and that helped the fact that sometimes it was still, I don't know, balancing after a shimmy, or like it got caught into a loop because the state didn't update correctly. But now I removed all of those states, and everything is calculated in the correct scope. So I just pass these parameters as an extra parameter. I just pass the common parameters variable as an extra parameters to all of the functions that they needed, so they can use it. And I removed all the old stuff that was stateful, and I replaced it with the new stuff that is recalculated on the fly, because the calculations were exactly the same. It was just, you know, saving or not saving it. So yeah, I decided not to save it. But the logic is exactly the same. And I clean up some of the code. I've added a couple of functions for not to have this behavior repeated. Yeah, I think all of these fixes are, all the edge cases that I saw you when you play, you went constantly in and out of balancing a shimmy. So now all of these should be fixed. And probably there are some edge cases, but we'll see which one are there. But I would expect that there are gonna be a lot less than before. And basically, all this thing is just use the parameters that has been calculated on the fly. Don't use any member variable that is that been stored. So yeah, that's the same things. Yeah, so that is the .h of the locomotion content. Yeah, so I remove all of these turning play things, and I just use just use the precision mode. Remove turning place, remove this thing I don't need. Remove the strafe input, don't need anymore. Yes, and here is where I've added the well, I removed the statefulness in this class to show you. Yeah, like these two states here, all top-trusted pair objects. These were stored here in the class, but now they killed. They are recalculated every frame. The only one I cannot not save is the Monte Carlo results, results, because that is this is calculated every frame anyway. So, but I cannot remove, because I need to call like this. I want to query this function at any random point in the frame. Well, I need to call the functionalities of this class at any random point in the frame. So any random point, it always needs to have a snapshot of the Monte Carlo trace for that frame. This is the fix that I shown before about deleting the animations, and the rest is all data. So I changed a lot of the data for the squeezing. So for the turning place and just going back and forth, the locomotion. So now what it does is when you press the locomotion, the precision locomotion button, it will let you go basically very slowly, but the locomotion is exactly the normal one. You go like you turn like you normally turn, with one difference. When you you don't now you reverse your character, like your character works backwards, right? In precision mode, so it doesn't turn and it just goes backwards. Yeah, and that, but you see, have a play and see. I still think it's not to the quality that we need to be shippable, but it's a big difference from before. So yeah, try it and let me know. yeah, how we're going with this.
Okay, cool. No, we'll do. All right, sweet. Yeah, no, that looks. I don't think it's gonna impact anything on mine end either. So I'll grab that in a second now, before I start working on the rest of this stuff.
Nice.
And then I go from there.
Okay. Yeah, so it's only now, and whenever you have time this afternoon, if you want to go, I want to have a look at these, physics on and off things. So whenever you got time, let's just pair program a little bit. I'm just gonna have an overview, and then as soon as I'm ready to, try it out, I create my own branch and everything. But as soon as I'm ready to get any decent amount of workout, give a shout so we can do it together.
Yeah. Okay. No. Perfect. Also, the PC is so powerful. When the gameplay is smooth, it plays so good here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the
it's
trick
not
is
working
buy
out
a
here.
better PC.
Oh yeah. All right. Sweet. All right. I'm gonna crack on. Awesome. Sweet. I'll grab that in a sec, Dad. No. Dad.
Perfect. What you mean?
I'll grab that, Dad. Oh.
Okay. So now we are waiting for guns. It could take a while. Okay. Now this one is cubed, right? I don't know. Okay, so. Hey, Callum. I don't see the message. Alright. Right, today pretty slow day, but it'll get better. Right, let me grab a coffee. And maybe we should be ready for guns to show some atmospherics. Okay. Be back in a sec.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security.
time trials.
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology,
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques. Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security.
time trials.
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology,
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques. Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security.
time trials,
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology,
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques. Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security.
time trials,
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology,
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques. Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security.
time trials,
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology,
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities.
Alright, alright then. So, that is physics. Oh, did a mistake. Too much re-recording. Alright, thank you, Callum. Let's just go for it anyway. Put some music on. So, physics. The issues being stuck in the state is gone now. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we need to test it, but I think most of those cases are, yeah, gone. I thought you meant being stuck in America. Okay, so very quickly, I just want to get right. Okay, get on this. tempted, right? It reaches a sort of terminal velocity, right? Yeah. Nice. Uh-uh. Nice. Yeah, that's bizarre. Oh. Yeah, so that I used to see that will give me not much, right? One. That's interesting. Okay, so that's very interesting. So this is basically, yeah, that would look pretty bad, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's. It goes already. Fuck. Let's do weaken the physics. Huh. Yeah, I see. No, that doesn't work either. So, okay, I need to. I'm gonna have to do it properly now. For now, I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? Yeah, no, this doesn't work. Okay, fine. Awful. Yeah. I had this. It's all over the place. Very tricky, this bit here. What? Really? No. Oh, so I'm pushing to main again. Main idiot. Absolute idiot.
Yo, that'll eat it.
Yeah, and I'm an idiot. Ah,
What have you done now? You checked into Maine or some shit?
guess what?
No, he's not.
I mean, I need to retire, really.
Woody, you here?
Woody.
Oh my god.
No, but like, to be honest,
Okay, it's
that is your fault
punishment.
partially, because I asked you for the review and you didn't notice again.
True. See, it's because I was paying like semi attention. But also, if you think about it, the review, I was looking at the code, not where you're checking it in.
Yeah,
That,
I know.
you have one job there in the review, and that's to make sure it's going to the right branch.
okay. Maybe we can set that as the default match branch. Let me see. So you don't make this mistake anymore.
I think it's got to be a fine. There's got to be consequences. Really. Otherwise, the mistake will just keep happening.
Okay. So I need to find a way to punish you, Dada.
Well,
Let me see.
I think we should. Can we make Maine protected to everyone? Like,
To you.
what? Yeah.
It's just you. It is just you. It's not everyone.
Exactly. Just to you.
Me and Woody don't seem to have this issue.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, you may have tried to protect it anyway. But maybe it's a
Also,
better way.
yeah. No, I had an interesting little play. So I'm at the office, and Jay, one of the guys, he does some editing. Which I got him to play. Obviously he's not played the newest version. I think it's always handy to have someone just like that doesn't develop the game, play it, right?
Yeah.
Some interesting things I noticed. The jumps are very good. Like he got that straight away. Which was really good to see actually. And the kind of behavior of like just taking off rather than sinking to the ledge, made a drastic difference in how like it felt. The climbs often they do late, which is interesting, but I think that's a tutorial thing. But it was like fine. So that behavior of like it needs to be able to do it very close and shouldn't bail needs to stay. So that's really good.
Yeah.
There was
For
a
the
couple.
climb, you said. Or for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah.
There was an interesting one where, when I think about it now, it makes sense. But like basically, he couldn't dyno, but so when he grabbed, he kept holding the triggers, and then would want to dyno, but it couldn't. And I was like, actually, there's no reason you can't. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't. I'm gonna add that actually, which is something I hadn't even thought about, but makes complete sense. And yeah, the rolls once he knew they were on the bumper, it made sense. But also his initial, as much as I hate to admit, his initial instinct was to use a trigger to to be fair. So but yeah, but once I told him it's on the bumper, it's like and the grabs were good. Yeah, ironically things played a bit better than I thought. And the main thing that he picked up straight away was the like the power scaling. Like especially for the diners, like he was like, okay, hold release, and weirdly was able to. I mean, he did like a back and forth on like a bit of a droppy section very very quickly, like first guy go kind of thing. But it also then opened up something I saw was like kind of like more same level or arm jumps like up and above, but it was kind of the way the level is set up. They're never as good, You know what I mean? As like a more droppy diner. A more droppy arm jump. So it's something to think about when we're designing. Like if the way to get across is an arm jump, ideally it's an arm jump down, not up. If that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I jump up um, a form of climb up, right? They climb up, but like jumping. I don't know.
Yeah, they're quite unique in that sense. But no, it was yeah, it played better than I thought actually.
Nice.
I'd been a bit worried about like how someone that hadn't played in a while would pick it up.
But did you play on the new level, on the new thing?
No, I just started in the blocky with it. I'm gonna.
The blocks, yeah.
Hold on, also, let me start with this section. My back one. But okay. Oh, okay. I want to crack on it. I've got the sense I fixed the quiet key issue with them. And pretty much everyone, every jump and stuff like that. Yeah, which should hopefully help.
Yeah, I'm exploring physics, and yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Fuck me. Yeah. Okay. I'll think later. Let me suffer a little bit more, and then I'll call you.
No.
Expected.
Expected.
Would expect.
It is what it is. What can you do?
I'm waiting for Gans to reply because I really wanna see the atmospherics, the clouds and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? I don't know when you joined that meeting, but there was the first part that I say, yeah, atmospheric's done. I said, but yeah, where? Say, oh yeah, but then they go rewritten. No, they overwritten by another check-in. So, yeah, but you cannot say it's done. It's not even there. No, but I just I wanted to check because I think that is an important thing. That will give a lot of the mood. So I'm pretty certain that the first iteration is not gonna be the right one, right? So I really want to get that. Don't want to let it sleep a little bit, but yeah, I'm waiting for his signal to unleash hell, and then then we can review that bit. I'm quite curious about that.
Yeah. It came up what today. So like when we're like, oh yeah, this is done. I'm like, hold on, no one's played anything yet in the level, so how could it be done? This is my kind of thought process. Like I can't say a mechanic's done until it works beautiful in the level.
Yeah, it needs to be bulletproof, right? Yeah, and it needs to be idiot proof.
Well, yeah, that's the main thing, really. Indubitably. All right, that's actually quite important.
Right, excellent. Right, I'm gonna suffer a bit on the physics while I wait for we're gonna.
Cool.
Dado. Dado.
Over there.
Oh, I can change the default branch to dev. So every time you open a merge request, it would be against that. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, I think you still can merge on main, of course, and but yeah,
If I really want to.
if you really want to, you can do that. So I'm going to save the also for the game, I guess. Or I don't know, maybe not the game, just for the SPP code.
No, just put it for the game as well. Yeah, why not? Yeah, just put it for the
Okay,
game.
let's see. Save change. Okay. Okay, should be done. Now let me do for the SPP game as well. Settings. What's it again? Dev. Save change. Okay, now let me try to open a merge request. Create merge request. Yeah, it's working. Okay, cool. Okay, we have a solution to your problem.
We have a winner.
Create merge request. Okay. Yeah, cool. Done. Okay, going back to my network.
Oh, this is. You should have. Why is not sending in my account? Okay. Hey, sorry guys, I got distracted a little bit. I haven't read the chat yet. Yeah, sorry, Callum, I just missed all your messages and saw the streams. It's going well. I mean, it's going quite slowly. I'm quite tired today, but yeah. Still waiting for Gans to show me his cool stuff. No, okay, let me get this thing straight. Yeah. This is still very wonky, right? But you know, I need to start somewhere. No. That was so lame. Yeah, Gantz is slacking. Hi Joe. If you were to roughly estimate, I think like in general, right, gameplay mechanics. So, in terms of the mechanics that we can do with the current movements, I think we are basically done. Well, the only thing outstanding is swings, lashes and stuff like that, and a little bit of control over the flips. David is really keen on that, but
Yeah,
apart from that, it's basically done, right?
you were not far off actually. But it's just a lot of refinement, and then we got to add more like extensions to existing stuff, like the slides. You want to be able to slide on the ground underneath things, right?
Yeah,
then it's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Flips, okay, you know,
Yeah.
you want
But
to be
it-
able to flip in. Do you mean or like you like tic tacs? Okay, you want to be able to like repeatedly tic tac, kind of against surfaces. Like it's just more so like take the core and then extend it to the next level of what this mechanic is,
Yeah.
but not like, oh, we need to be able to climb, or we need to be able to
Exactly.
jump, or we need to be able to vault, or we need to be able to tic tac, or we need to be able, you know what I mean? It's now it's like we can do all that, like splats. Now, can you splat into a splat back, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't know, grabs. Okay, can you like grab a bar into a swing, or can you grab and like, you know, like all those kind of stuff, one hand or like also similar extensions to grabs, like cranes, which is like a grab, but not a grab.
I think like if we speak in terms of the core mechanics, I think apart from these wings, we are literally there. Like yeah, we go, and then like everything else is just a refinement of of existing.
No, I was gonna say that random one. I was just on yeah, I was on thingy on LinkedIn. Someone put a comment. I was like, "Who's this geezer?" Yeah, and he made a valid point. He's like, "The flips don't rotate on the center of mass." I was like, "Yeah, they don't." And I was like, "Flip axis, what's this?" And it was the guy that made Skater XL. I was like, "Oh,
Really?
oh, well, nice to meet you, mate." What an odd like I hate LinkedIn, but it does connect you with some interesting people.
Yeah, it's full of what was the name? Grafters, grifters. What is that word? I always confused. Grafters. The
What?
one that
I don't think you're speaking English.
like the people that just try to they're completely non-talented, but they're trying to get by jumping on the like I'm AI expert, like yeah, what do you do? Just use ChatGPT, those people, right? Grifter.
Or like the amount of times I see like I saw someone's thing. He was like 245 times top voice in AI. I was like, what? I was like, what the hell? I was like, how does that work, bro? 245
All of these like
times.
dog
You either
voice.
are or you're not. And then I realized, like in LinkedIn, I got a thing. It was like, oh, if you contribute to this thing, and you contribute to 3 of the things, you'll get this badge. I was like, oh, I don't have time to do that.
Yeah, but like all of those, it's just so bullshit. It's like I don't know, my postcode the chess champion. Yeah, sure, like
Yeah, me too. Right. I've beaten I've beaten my parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
I've
doesn't
been
feel
my
that.
little brother. He's 5.
And you put up a top 5 though.
Yeah, top 5. Top 5 in, in my street.
But I only just scraped the
Just.
just like he had me at checkmate one. Some good changes I've made. Check this one.
Yeah, so the idea is okay, but oh, I think I need a sort of boomerang physics, don't I? Technique. Yeah, because that is. That's also not satisfactory. Yeah. Ah, okay, so That doesn't work there. Okay, well. Okay, got interesting scenarios there. Yeah, it still does go inside, so still not. Hmm, that's interesting. No, okay. Yeah, no, that doesn't really change anything. Ah, let's play some more music in. Okay, this is awful, but this technically is the better. Good. No. Yeah, so that's the thing. That how can we avoid that? It's so hard. Uh, okay, so we get this thing done. Okay, this is a complete mess, but technically it's okay, but we can do it in the common. But the real issue with this is Yeah, so that is quite a. I really need to get this. So this is stupid. Not entirely happy with that.
Hello, hello.
Oh, guys.
Sorry to take so long. We were doing some bits and pieces on the volumetrics, and it was just one of those where it's like every time it was like, oh, this, oh, that, oh, I'm like, no shit, I need to go. I'm like, no, oh, this.
Yeah. Sure. Right. So we are live. So behave. Okay.
I've already. That's a bad start.
Whenever you're ready.
Right. So, first impressions is what we got.
Nice.
We got some like cloud ones scattered around. We've got like a very light, low level one over the ground. Looks a bit weird because there's no cityscape. It's unfortunate for in a fork issue. That will look better.
Did you fix the fork issues?
I haven't had a chance to speak to him yet.
Okay.
I know Woody messaged him privately, but I haven't had a chance to ask if it's been sorted. Yeah, so we got like the low level one, and then I've got like a high level one that I've tried to place to cut off the top of the skyscraper, basically. So as you're playing through, like it gets denser as you're coming up higher, and you eventually break out above it. So then you're looking down over the clouds as if they're cutting through the top of the skyscrapers.
Yeah.
But and then
it's not there. No, is it there?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. So can you go again? Sorry, I didn't.
Oh yeah. So when you're in it, it's like it's you can feel it, but it's more subtle.
That is the correct thing to. So basically, you shouldn't even notice that is there, but you should. You don't know why, but you should feel it. Yeah. I think it looks. I think it looks very, very good. I think I like the. Well, of course, like we don't have the materials yet, but maybe can you try with the normal lighting? I know that we haven't got any material, but how does it look with the?
Oh, I'm in detail lighting. Fucking hell! We've been looking at it, being like, oh, it feels weird. Something's wrong with the lighting, and I thought it was like bugged out. I've been in detail lighting the whole time.
Oh man, you need to change the contrast back again then.
Oh, it's so wrong now.
Okay.
Oh, God. If I just, to be honest, just turning it off is kind of, actually, me. Yeah, it just makes.
Yeah, I think you did you did the right definitely the right approach. Like it's there, but you don't see it, right? And in terms of the you see it, but you don't know what is going on, which is excellent. In terms of the performance, is that what are these volumes?
What, as in technically, what are they, or what are they doing with the frame rate?
Technically, what are those?
These shouldn't be volumes at all, actually. As the feel of it, like they don't cast shadows, for example.
Yeah.
Anything, they just interact with the lighting to look like lighting is passing through, but they don't interact with the environment around.
And
So it
then,
shouldn't be that heavy at all.
but they are just like planes. They're just polygons, or they are like some volumetric effects.
No, these are volumetrics effect. The plane are still the cursive action because we found something, but the plane are gonna be there mostly for the background. I don't like that you can see the line of the horizon, for example.
Yeah, no, it's awful. Yeah.
It kills the immersion
absolutely.
so much.
Yeah.
So for that we're gonna use plane for the most part, I guess. But we really need the background, so we know
Yeah.
where to position it.
But if you use like some fog in there, right? Some what is the name of the fog that is
The
Exponential.
expo?
yeah,
Yeah,
exponential
exponential
fog,
fog.
yeah.
I mean, we can go for the really enhanced God rays and having really high volumetric one. I mean, that's what I usually prefer, but right now, for the sake of visualization of what we have, it's not that high, I guess. And also for the lighting, I have a leash on myself. Like every single morning, I wake up and ask Gans if I can touch the lighting. And of course, he just said, "Okay, chill. We're gonna talk about this in another moment."
but then it's gonna be completely pointless because it will look with detailed lighting, so you won't see anything. Yeah. So yes, I think that is definitely the right approach. Can you expand the plane? Can you expand the plane, the floor, like forever?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Big times. Okay. Yeah, I mean, apart from the seriously good time. Yeah,
Actually,
I think.
I can sort out the gigantic tiles. Give me a sec. Select.
I mean, they're not that bad, I guess. If you put the normal tile, it would be just a mess of areas in there. No?
Jet plane.
I disappeared for the past 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we will, like, of course, untitle it later. Okay, so, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it works. Questions about the performance levels, right? How can we? We have like potato banging, awesome, and all those settings, right? How can we scale down the volumetrics? I see you got 69 volumes, right?
Yeah, to be fair, with these 69, I haven't noticed any effect on frame rate since I've been placing them. My frame rate hasn't changed placing them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Technical question. That's over to Francesco.
What did you ask, Dado? Sorry.
How can we scale the volumetrics based on the graphic settings?
How can we scale them?
I mean, scale in terms of performance, not scale in terms of size.
Yeah, of course. Like if I set graphic settings to medium, for example.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Since this is the heterogeneous volume is something Epic introduced not too much ago. I feel like if you have the game on medium, for example, or low, it take care of it automatically. But I'm not completely sure. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I didn't notice any type of change whatsoever, but
In the
it may,
performance.
yeah, in performance, and I have a shittier computer than Guns. But at the same time, honestly, I don't know what it should happen with an older GPU card, like 10 years ago, older.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, let's check on that. Yeah, impact. But yeah, I think yes, I think you did all the right things there. Yeah. Is there okay? So if you go into the highest level in the highest point in the level. So here, can you? Okay, yeah, okay, yes. Oh, I really like this. Yeah, I think this. Yeah.
Oh, we are getting a weird issue where the glass, like the transmission of the glass, does weird stuff through the fog.
Yeah.
But we're not entirely sure if that's a material problem on the glass side or if it's a fog side. It's under investigation.
Exactly. Like you don't have the same problem with the older ones in the distance, for example.
Yeah, that's under investigation. I'm not sure what that problem is.
Okay. Yeah. And so okay. So if you so like basically if we ship the game with detail lighting, we fix all the problems, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, probably is I feel like it's the material, personally.
Probably because I'm the one that made the glass shader, and I just threw it together in about 2 minutes. So it's probably I probably just said something wrong. We'll find out better when we use Mustafa's materials and they're set up, because he set them up properly. He actually knows what he's doing. Once they're in, if we've still got the problem, then we know it's like
it's not a material.
It's either an engine or a volume problem.
Yeah.
But
I've seen a fix for something really similar to this actually, but let's keep it from where it needed.
So in terms of masking the not masking, but you know the thing that we were discussing earlier, the you know the ground floor being not playable, so we just have a maybe an extra layer there to make it extra ground for you.
So I did have I do have a layer there.
It's okay, yeah.
But it's trying to find the balance between looks good and hides it is quite.
What about?
It's a really fine line.
Between what looks good then?
Like between looks good, like hides it, sorry, and looks good.
Right.
Like it's really.
Yeah, I see. See, that looks good, but can't see shit.
Well, see, I don't mind that it looks. Sorry, that you can't see shit because I'm trying to hide the floor.
Yeah,
but
I know.
It's very like Spider-Man PS2.
Yeah, exactly. The problem here is that the cloud is huge, so you don't see the micro details of the cloud itself because it's
no. You only see basically a plane, right? It looks like you have a blanket there.
Exactly, but if you get the cloud on top of. Yeah, exactly. Like this is better, but it's stretched in one direction.
Yeah. There you go. I had one too many zeros on one side.
Okay. Yeah. Now you see the bit of the. It's too dense, of course, but now you see the bit of, patches where it's more dense and patch where it's.
Yeah, I mean, this looks a lot better, but it makes almost less sense because. Yeah, I mean, it really looks like a cloud on the ground instead of being
smog.
Yeah, like like the low ground fog. Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with the fog that it's just a straight blanket, right? It's not really interesting, the fog itself, and especially if you do any mathematical fog, right? It's like, yeah, it's just it's just a simple volume. It's got any interesting shapes.
Now it looks way better though.
Yeah, that looks good. What did you change? See, okay, something like this. It's
made them smaller and then duplicated them and spread them out. So instead of one plane, it's a lot of smaller ones grouped together and with some overlap and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is. Yeah. Okay, can you ever without the detail lighting?
I'm so used to living in detail lighting, I keep forgetting to come out of it. And we've still got we can still play with all of the settings and everything.
Yeah.
Also, I should probably create more type of volumes with Amber Gem. These were like example to start to play around with. But like, of course, it's weird to use a cloud to create another type of volumes.
Yeah.
Or also, if we want to create some vapor coming out of industrial chimneys or something, we should get a custom one instead of stretching out another cloud, for example.
Yeah, which is what our placeholders like on these are, just like stretched out clouds at the moment.
What are they?
They're super light. They're supposed to be like barely visible. If I
No, it's fine. If they're barely visible, I like it more than this.
Yeah, it's those, but
yeah. No, see, sometimes, right? you just want to do one of those 2D effect, like the heat haze effect. This is like that shimmering, right?
When it disappears when the player come in.
Yeah, and then it's only on the horizon. There is a very famous one when you have that is it only happens when you have concrete in the heat, and it's got that that
and it makes it look like water.
Yeah, makes it look heat haze. Yeah, because I would expect some sort of something that it is a bit more organic, because here on the ground now it's not enough, right? It's it's tricky because we can have a cloud on the ground, and we don't want to have a flat plane. So.
Yeah, it's such a fine line.
Yeah,
so hard.
Yeah, I think. But if I had to choose, I would rather have, the cloud rather than the flat plane, even though it makes less sense. But
But the really good news though is the setup and the tools that Francesca's made for us work really, really well. It is now just like make some more variations and experiment and find like exact placements that we want. But the actual effects and works really well.
Yeah.
Performance-wise, I'm literally not taking a hit when I put them in. It's insane.
All right. Sorry, can you go back on those skyscraper on the scaffolding on the first building? Did you add some?
First building. This one.
Are they moving? No. Oh yeah, they're moving.
Oh, I mean,
they're moving from the beginning, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a vertex material.
Yeah, Francesca set it up with like a position offset thing. The funny thing is, these are possibly the most expensive thing on the entire map.
Yeah.
Just because of the WPI.
Yeah.
But at some point, they'll get swapped out for Frank's customs that he's working on.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that is any quicker either.
I definitely think it's quicker than WPO.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Can you go?
WPO is
It's not fast, but it's better than one position offset.
But can you go into the shader complexity view?
Yeah, where am I? Shade complexity. There we go. Oh god.
Yeah, they are fine.
Yeah, the thing is though,
No,
they
they
always
should be fine because they're not nanite. I think the problem with VPO is mostly,
Oh, okay.
but the clouds are not fine at all. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not getting any hits on it. It's so weird.
yeah, true.
That's so confusing.
It made me laugh so hard to see like the worst type of color.
Just
Yeah.
white hot
It's
everywhere.
just white, yeah.
Just a horrendous heat map.
Yeah, it's weird though.
Sure, we're not doing terrible for Overdraw, considering we haven't done like a performance pass on anything.
True.
But you got the
Well-
white cloud that kills everything. Yeah,
Yeah, ignore this.
yeah, like you are into.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad for Overdraw. Oh god.
I don't know. It's so weird. Maybe because they're still renders as VDPs, even if these are really low res compared to the VDPs people use in cinema, for example. They're still VDPs, so I don't know.
Every one of those performance things measures was telling me that it's destroying us, and I'm not getting frame rate hits from it. So. But yeah,
I mean,
this is
also the basic shader is so simple that if that is normalized, then it's quite clear. Then the most complex shader is the cloud, right? But maybe when Mustafa puts his own shader, maybe that will be, adjusted, right? If that is normalized. If that is not normalized and it's, in terms of absolute values of complexity, then we are basically screwed.
I have a fee. Oh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Do we have any fallback from this? Like, can we simplify and like reduce this to one of those plain
like a plain card?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Francesco, is it
Can you
something we
rephrase, please?
These like VDVs, is there any way we can bake them into plain cards if we need to?
No, we can't. But what can we do is still use the playing cards, of course. And the look of it's not gonna change that much.
Okay.
Okay. So for the ones that are further away from the player, I guess we could just swap out the playing cards all the time.
Yeah, like if you have the leaves of a tree, imagine the lot 0, you will see like every single leaves is a plane with 4 triangles, right? But at the same time, if you have the lot 4 at a certain distance, you will still see the same exact tree. I mean, the look is the same, but it's not gonna be the same shape, the same form.
Yeah.
I don't know if I managed to explain myself.
Yeah, I guess from the get-go, we could have a lot of this be playing cards, and then just have the most important ones be volumetric.
Yeah, exactly that. We should look. I forgot to ask you that, but we should look in that work of William Foucher when we have a couple.
Oh yeah, I know the guy. Did he release a plugin with that?
The plain folk card.
Yeah, so it's basically
I'd really like to use that if possible. It's extremely useful.
The only question they have about, because he does a lot of stuff for video editing, compositing and stuff. It doesn't really do anything for video games, so But you know,
Oh,
like
it's
they're
easy.
cheap and cheerful, so I think we can definitely
Oh, easy.
can
I thought
buy
it was
them,
big.
right? Is that easy fog
Yeah.
the one that?
Yeah, it's easy for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like he does a lot for you know, cinematic rather than video game
Yeah.
itself. But a playing card is still a playing card.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
exists
because
to
like
be.
I always see that it does. Okay, you da, and then you go into your sequencer and you render your movie. And you know,
Yeah,
that's what-
exactly. Like, yeah.
I wanna make a video game. No, yeah, but I mean, but like, how much is it? Like £15, something like that. Yeah, I mean, we can.
Yeah, way less than it should be.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So I think so. What he did, it was like he had I don't know, handcrafted those, whatever, like 10, 12.
Yeah, you take a picture, a photograph, or you download one in a really high res, and you work it out in Photoshop, and you automatically bring out a normal map out of a depth map or something, you know? And that's it, actually. You have the only two maps you need to make it work.
Yeah, the normal and the, I don't know, and the grayscale
Mask
thing.
things.
Exactly that, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I created a shader with a flow map inside of it. But the flow map is kind of heavy, and it was a really complex shader without any reason. It was spaghetti time.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
mean, is it so? Gans, can you check how much is this thing? I think we can just try, to be honest. I think it was something like quite cheap. Yeah, 14.99. Yeah.
Jesus, $15.
yeah, for what it does. I mean, look at the fourth screenshot, for example. Yeah, look at that data.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. So it's
And we can do the clouds ourselves. In one of his videos, explain how it does the clouds itself. So, or you know, the vapor or anything we really need actually.
Does that mean we can make a massive cloud that just has Dado's face on it? And just
Oh,
have
of
that floating
course
above
we
the level?
can. Of course we can.
yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I think technically I think we should really have. Oh, is it even animated?
Yeah,
It looks
but with a noise pattern.
Just running it over the mask.
Exactly.
Whereas
I
the
mean, you
normal-
can move the cloud in a sequencer like around, but it's mostly the noise pattern.
That's clever.
Yeah, although the noise pattern, it gets, I really like the static one, like the animated one. It really looks like, whenever whenever you put the pelly noise, it's just like.
I mean, if you put too much, of course, but I think it's just making you
if you
understand how it works, I guess.
But I guess for the ones that we've got, like poking out of the vents, for example.
Oh
If
yeah,
you tiled it massively and like made it quite low intensity, so it just had like a little bit of movement in it, so it feels like it's animated. It means we don't have to do like a whole Niagara system.
Like
yeah,
these.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
his shots, they look very beautiful. Yeah, it's a shame they does only like movie things, right? But I think he was working in a video game company or something like that. No,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't remember, but I don't think so.
Oh,
I was about to like a couple of years ago, I was about to do a mentorship with him.
Oh shit!
But then I didn't go through that thing.
Well, yeah. So let's. Yeah. Okay. So how long will it take to update our clouds with these sort of like playing cards?
With this plugin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, knowing him, I'm guessing not long because he's probably set it up to be quite simple. But I don't know. Once we've got the plugin in and we know how to use it, I imagine we'll get through them pretty quickly. But
Yeah, true.
Maybe half a day, maybe a day.
Okay.
So it depends on how much I have to read the documentation.
I mean, it looks extremely simple. I already watched this video. It's just that. Actually.
Okay. Yeah, so for example, I love this, right? You know, this really serves, you know, a lot of the story, right? Yeah. Okay, so, but for now, right? Well, I mean, you know, we can buy, you know, this thing, you know, immediately. But let's use. So let's check in this thing into, you know, your branch, into, you know, the sprint branch, because I would like people to try and play with, you know, this, you know, settings here, just to give more of a, you know, a feeling, right? And then, you know, we can optimize with his stuff. I don't even know if his stuff is gonna be faster than this, but yeah, we'll see. We can, you know, we can have an A/B test with that. Completely unrelated thing, but something that I want to mention before I forget. Keep a copy of all of the nice buildings that you made so far. Or like keep a copy of everything that you made so far. Like, you know, you had a you know, G4, I think it's called, right? He had that.
Oh, B4.
Yeah, beautiful B4. Yeah, beautiful shapes and stuff.
Beautiful
So,
4. There you go.
so just, you know, keep them, because, you know, the moment that we're doing, you know, Dubai or wherever, you know, or Hong Kong, wherever the thing was from, we slot it back, right? So yeah, just keep it somewhere, so we can use it. Can you just do a quick play?
Yeah. Might be a good place to. I come from. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, I think yeah, I think this thing, yeah, it serves it quite well. Oh, you landed that. What?
That's the fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I was holding the grab and I went against the wall. I managed to like slide on the wall and not bail.
This is actually really cool.
Oh my god! Go. There we go.
See, like you say, I don't want to go back again to that discussion, but to me, this looks very good.
It's really not. It's like it's okay.
Okay.
I didn't mean to jump there, but
Although you stretched the billboard there, and I will never forgive
I know
you
the
for that.
billboard stretch, but that's also not going to be the billboard. So I just wanted something there so we could see it. Yeah. Yeah. I took the fast route down.
Yeah, take the hit. Yeah, I think it will work well once we have the background and not those, you know, flat planes. I think we can make it work with this, you know, effects.
Yeah, it's gonna be way better within the other background buildings.
Yeah,
rather than...
yeah, because at the moment it's still like, yeah, you are a little bit, yeah, confused, right? Like,
Yeah,
like
it's
being on this
just,
island.
it still looks better than having nothing.
I mean,
somehow.
yeah, it looks very good, very good.
It's like a notion of clouds.
Yeah, like something like this when we fix the shaders issues and, you know, the things. Yeah, I like it. I like the vibe, and also, you know, we will have you know, atmospheric, like, sound effects, right? We will have the wind, the high wind. We will have you know, all sorts of, yeah, sound. So yeah, it will look good. Right.
Ooh, I need to let Florian know there's a hole there.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so this is what it's like when you're actually in the cloud, because this is about the height that it sits.
Yeah.
And then if can I jump from? I'm gonna go down a level.
Yeah, you can dino down. That was weird.
I wanted to dino to the side to this ledge, but he
Yeah.
sort of couldn't make his mind up as to which way he wanted to face.
I fixed a few of the issues. Well, most of the issues with the. Okay, I like that. Yeah. So like that one, look in that building, like yeah, that one feels beautiful. It just feels like there is a volume of almost like dirty hair in there, right?
Excuse me.
See, look at
Yeah.
that. It's nice.
And then
Is this part like extra foggy because
it's the height of like where the cloud sits to cut that skyscraper. You're like in it at the moment.
Oh yeah.
And then this is under it. So you literally see yourself go up, climb through it, and then come out the top of it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Francesco did have quite a cool idea, but I'd need to ask you because it's more technical, of making them dynamic basically. So as you get higher up, more clouds are below you. So when you look down, you've got like that sea of clouds. But as you're climbing up,
Oh, you disappeared.
Sorry,
my
Gans,
guy, didn't it?
are you still there?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, no, sorry, you cut off. You were saying doing it dynamically?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Francesco. You take over, Francesco. You go.
It's just that when you are under it, it's cooler to see less foggy areas, so you can see clearly where you're going, and depth-wise, visually-wise, it's better like that. But when you are really high on a building,
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
even just a slider that maybe just controls the material instance itself, actually, nothing too fancy.
Yeah. I really like this building. What is this building? Is Mustafa?
It's the entrance to the residential area. What is wrong with the step up here? There you go. Oh god.
Well, maybe you could have made it.
I forget how much power there is on the step up jump. There we go.
Oh, nice. Okay, guys, I have to go. Thanks for the talk. Catch you later.
Thank
See
you,
you later, mate.
Francesco. Right.
Missed it.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I think it's very good, right?
I think so. Yeah. I think it looks great.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I missed it.
it's quite wishful thinking. Yeah. If you grab Deva, oops, nice. Yeah, I mean, totally bonkers. Let you over there.
That's not the intended way to get hit, but it works.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, ship it. I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's the point. I need a way out of here now. You said full latest on dev. I'm guessing code check-in or
Dev from plugins, right?
yeah.
Yeah. No, just if we really you see a lot less problems with the balancing and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Have you fixed the problem? I don't know if David told you, but sometimes you'd randomly get stuck in the like shimmy mode.
Yeah, that should be what I fixed. No.
Okay.
I mean, probably there are edge cases that I didn't see, but most of them should be fixed, and the one that they aren't, then yeah, if you can, show me where to replicate it, I'll just fix them.
Yeah, no worries. If I find one, I'll let you know.
Okay. Oh yeah, the things that I was saying. Little question mark on the performance, but regardless of that, can you check in that thing?
Yeah, I'm checking it in now.
So yeah, is Florian ready to insert the? Oh no, you said you didn't.
I haven't had a chance to speak to him because I've got back, sorted the level out, sorted this out, and then jumped straight with you. So
okay.
But he's got Woody backing him up, so I imagine he'd have been sorted. So in the morning, I'll grab his city and drop it in.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so if we can by tomorrow to have a first view of the city, the atmospherics, the horizon. So basically not seeing that plane in the middle of the sky.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, excellent. Right, and with that, I'm gonna conclude my live because I need to go. All right, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, catch you tomorrow.
Bye.
Peace.
And thank you very much, all of you. See you also tomorrow.